Why do pets act innocent after destroying everything? You open the front door. The room is silent, too silent. Then you see it. A pillow has exploded. Trash covers the floor. One shoe is missing, and the other looks emotionally damaged. In the middle of the crime scene sits your pet, head lowered, eyes turned away, ears pulled back. That face seems to say, "I deeply regret my actions." But your pet may not feel guilty at all. It may simply know that you are about to become very annoying. Humans love reading stories into animal faces. A dog avoids eye contact, and we see shame. A cat knocks a glass off the table, watches it fall, then calmly washes its paw like a tiny criminal with an excellent lawyer. To us, the meaning seems obvious. They did something bad. They know they did something bad. Now they are pretending to be innocent. But the science is more complicated. In humans, guilt requires several mental steps. You need to understand a rule. You need to know that you broke it. You need to recognize that your action caused harm. Then you need to feel bad about what you did. That is a lot of thinking. So researchers asked a simple question. Does the famous guilty look actually appear when a dog is guilty? In one experiment, dogs were told not to eat a treat while their owners left the room. Some dogs ate it, others did not, but the owners were not always told the truth. Some innocent dogs were accused of eating the treat. Some guilty dogs were treated as though they had behaved perfectly. The result was surprising. The dogs that ate the treat did not consistently look guiltier. The strongest guilty-looking behavior appeared when the owner scolded the dog. Even an innocent dog could lower its head, avoid eye contact, lick its lips, or tuck its tail when wrongly accused. So that sad expression may not mean, "I regret violating the household rules." It may mean, "Your voice just changed. Your face looks dangerous. And I would like this meeting to end." And this is where things get interesting. Pets are extremely good at detecting changes in human behavior. Your dog notices your footsteps, your posture, your breathing, the speed at which you walk toward the destroyed couch. You may not have said a word, but your entire body is already giving a speech. The door opens. You stop. You stare at the mess. Then you slowly turn toward the dog. At that moment, the dog does not need to understand upholstery damage. It only needs to understand you. Cats also pay attention to human reactions, although they often pretend they do not. A cat may look at an unfamiliar object, then look toward its owner before deciding whether to approach or retreat. So when you discover a broken plant, your cat may not be thinking about the moral consequences of gardening destruction. It may simply be watching your face and calculating whether it should remain in the room. Your pet is reading the emotional weather, and the forecast says, severe human disappointment with a high chance of pointing. But why do pets use that exact innocent expression? Because many parts of the guilty look are actually appeasement signals. Looking away can reduce confrontation. Lowering the body makes an animal appear less threatening. Freezing, retreating, licking the lips, or showing the belly can help calm a tense social situation. These behaviors are not confessions. They are negotiation tactics. For social animals, keeping the peace can be more important than proving innocence. A dog does not need to think, "I destroyed the pillow, therefore I deserve punishment." It only needs to think, "The large human is upset. Time to become very small." And sometimes, this strategy works perfectly. You walk into the room ready to be angry. Then your dog gives you the saddest eyes ever produced by evolution. Suddenly, your voice becomes softer. You stop shouting. You may even take a picture. The pet displays an appeasement signal. The human interprets it as guilt. The human calms down. The pet learns that the sad face helps restore peace. This creates a feedback loop. Your pet may not understand why the pillow matters, but it understands that looking harmless can make the angry human less angry. Some pets also appear guilty before the owner reacts. That seems like proof that they remember what they did. But there is another explanation. They may have learned the pattern. Mess on floor. Human comes home. Human makes strange noise. Trouble begins. After enough repetitions, the mess itself may predict tension. This is not necessarily moral guilt. It is association. A dog does not need a legal system to recognize evidence. And sometimes the evidence is everywhere. White stuffing on the carpet, a trash lid on the floor, half a sandwich mysteriously missing. The pet may not be thinking, "I was wrong." It may be thinking, "This environment has caused problems before." Humans also help create the illusion. We remember the guilty face when there is a mess. But pets use similar body language when they are confused, nervous, or reacting to an angry tone. We connect the expression to the crime because the story feels satisfying. The pet did it. The pet knows it. The pet feels sorry. Case closed. But animal behavior is rarely that simple. This does not mean pets cannot feel complex emotions. It only means the guilty face is not reliable proof of guilt. What looks like shame may actually be fear, uncertainty, anticipation, or an attempt to repair the relationship. And perhaps that is more meaningful than a confession. Your pet may not understand why a destroyed shoe is a serious human tragedy, but it understands that something between you has changed. It watches your face. It changes its posture. It searches for a way to make the room feel safe again. That innocent expression may not be saying, "I know I was wrong." It may be asking something much simpler. Are we still okay?